Okay, welcome to this week's episode of OnlyTax, where we give you the naked truth about how the tax system really works. So today's question is from one of our subscribers. You can see his question here in your screen. He says that he has seen too many people get burned by trying to pay themselves $1, but at the same time make big distributions to themselves. He is wondering what is the balance of maximizing tax savings but still being compliant. And he's asking, is safe harbors the way to go? So this is a great question, and yes, safe harbors are definitely the way to go, especially when you're talking about things like Section 179, things like that. But more specifically, when you're talking about reasonable compensation, that's why it's very important that you are not just pulling random numbers for reasonable compensation. Because what the IRS doesn't want you to do is they don't want you to pay yourself, a small amount in salary, pay as little as possible in payroll taxes, and then take out a big distribution which is not subject to payroll taxes. That's when business owners and with S corps get into big trouble. So what we do with our clients is that we send them a questionnaire. The questionnaire asks them questions like, what is the business that they are in? What is their role in the company that they own? How many hours do they work per week? What is their duties within those hours? Meaning, is it all technical work, or are you also doing managerial and CEO type of work? And then once we get that information, we then do an analysis, which is going to give us what is their reasonable compensation based on their role that are backed up by actual studies, so that we can use that number to determine how much salary they are required to pay themselves every year. That will be subject to payroll tax, and then whatever distributions they make above that is not subject to payroll tax. And then if we're ever questioned by the IRS, we can say, hey, we have proper documentation. Here is how we calculated the reasonable compensation amount, and that should be no problem. So once again, thank you for that great question. If you have any other questions for us for a future episode of OnlyTax, please don't forget what you have to do is you need to be a subscriber of REI Tax Hack. Then submit a question by posting it there. Then once it's posted on REI Tax Hack, we will answer your question on a future episode of OnlyTax, where we give you the naked truth about how taxes work.